So the next morning, I remember it was pitch black, early in the morning, pitch black out, went to her room, kissed her on the forehead, and went off to work. And I continue to do that day in, day out, early morning, late night, early morning, late night. Can any of you relate to that? Right? Just putting in, working hard to just create the future that you want and a life that you want for you and your family. If you can relate to that, can you put a 1 down in the comments below? Okay. Well, that's what I did. A couple of years went by, and I remember getting a call from my wife, and she said, guess what? I said, what? She said, Kenna took her first steps, and I was excited, just jumping up and down in the workplace. Kind of look crazy, but that's okay. And then the next moment, I was a little sad because I missed her first steps. Well, I said, that's okay. You got to sacrifice. You got to work hard. Just go do it, right? So continue to do the same thing, early morning, late night. A couple of months went by. And she called again. My wife called and she said, Kenneth said her first words, and it was mommy. And I was excited again, jumping up and down, right? And then that next moment, ooh, that feeling right here inside. I remember that day, just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I missed it again. And then I thought about Albert Einstein. I think he has a quote that says something like this. He says, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, right? If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep missing all of her firsts. And not just her first, but all the future kids, okay? And so that day changed my life. That day, I had to ask myself, is there a better way? Have you ever asked yourself, is there a better way, right? A better way. And I did. And so I said, okay, I got to do something different. And I went looking for something. So, well, let me get to this disclosures. You can kind of read through this, but all this basically says is that, you know what, everyone's result is different, right? It's a work program. It's a business. You got to work really, really hard to create your future, right? But we all work hard anyway. Why not work for ourselves and for our family, okay? So let me share this concept, this economic concept with all of you. I call it the 3 wheels. So the first wheel, that's a job. Second wheel is a small business. And third wheel, economic engine. Okay, so that first wheel, that job, most people can relate to a job, working on a job, right? And in a job, guess what? Someone else owns that business, right? And you work for them. They tell you when to show up, they tell you when to go home, they tell you when you can take a vacation, when you can't take a vacation even, right? They kind of dictate your life. And it's okay, right? Because we work, we turn the wheel, and every time we turn the wheel, we get paid. But here's the deal. The more you want to get paid, the more you got to work, right? And if you stop working or stop turning the wheel, then what happens? You stop getting paid. And so, you know, gosh, I just said, is there a better way, right? And how many of you can relate to that? How many of you ever asked yourself, is there a better way? If you have, can you just put a 2 in the chat box below, okay? Well, remember that day I told you that changed my life, that I said I have to do something different. So I went on a journey looking for something. I started a couple of small businesses. Some worked, some didn't work. But here's what I realized, that when you own a small business, right? I mean, who's the last to get paid? You are, right? And you got to work even harder than an employee, because if you're not creating income and revenue, you're not getting paid. And in fact, when I first started, you know, those businesses, for a long time, months and years sometimes, I didn't get paid. In fact, I was putting money into the business, paying some employees, and I didn't get paid sometimes, okay? And so when I was running that business, I also thought there has to be a better way. And I thought, what if you could just create something, okay? Leverage time and effort, right? What if you could build an engine, an economic engine, and you got to work just as hard as you did in wheel number 1 and number 2. But this time you work really, really hard. You turn the wheel, right? You build that engine. And then once you build that engine, it allows you to step out of that engine and then you let the engine turn the wheel. And every time the engine turns the wheel, you get paid. That's leverage, right? How would that be? Okay. Tonight, we're going to be talking about this third wheel. We're going to talk about an economic engine, how to create that economic engine, okay? So that you can build it and leverage time and effort, okay? So with that, by the time we're done with this presentation, there's going to be 3 types of interest level. The first type of interest level says, you know what? That's a cool business. I'm interested in the business. I'm interested in using a good product and maybe making some extra money and having some time as well, okay? Another interest level 2 says, hey, you know what? I'm not interested in the business. I don't want to make some extra money, but those products are cool. I wouldn't mind trying those. I want to look or feel better, okay? And then interest level 3 says, I'm not interested. And so at the end of this presentation, I'm going to ask you to get back to the person that invited you and just tell them which interest level you are. And it doesn't matter which one, you just kind of pick which one interests you, okay? So 1, 2, or 3. So level up your life, right? Taking control of your health and bank with LifeVantage. So as I look at any business and as people look for businesses, right? You want to look at, what drives that business? A couple of things, right? Product. And here's what I look for in a product. Products that are unique and consumable. If they're unique, just think about it. If they're unique and you can't get anywhere else, then guess what? That's a really good business if they got to come to you. And then 2, if it's consumable, that means they use it on a regular basis. That means someone's going to have to buy it on a regular basis. So from a business standpoint, that's pretty amazing, right? That's what I look for in a business. So let me share with you kind of where it all began, right? Years ago in the 60s, there was a award-winning scientist. In fact, he won the Elliott Crescent Medal. And he discovered a molecule called the SOD molecule, right? An enzyme in the body that helps to reduce free radical damage. Anyway, he devoted his career to fighting the effects of free radical damage or oxidative stress, right, in aging. Eventually, he discovered a pathway and this little yellow activator that helped to activate this NRF2 pathway, okay? And then in 2005, ABC News aired a primetime investigative news report. And I remember when I was introduced to this business of LifeVantage, at first I wasn't interested. And then the person said, hey, LifeVantage, ABC News did a primetime news special on our product technology. In fact, he was the attorney for LifeVantage at the time. And I thought, oh, wow, ABC News? And I remember watching that, my wife and I. And as we watched that ABC primetime news piece, this is what my wife said, as soon as it was done, you got to get that. And that was kind of the first inkling that this could be an amazing business, okay? And it's turned out to be phenomenal. So from there, we switched to direct sales and network marketing and multi-level marketing in 2009. And we're a publicly traded company now. Our stock symbol is LFVN. And here's what I love about that, right? Being a publicly traded company, that means we have to follow the SEC guidelines, right? So what that means is anything that we publish has to be true and correct information or the executives go to jail. Okay, so I love that transparency. Just adds a little credibility. And then there's tons of university research that you can read for yourself. Okay, so if you haven't seen this ABC News piece, get back with the person that invited you and they can share a link with you or you got to watch it. It just changed my belief and it just opened my eyes. So anyway, so what causes oxidative stress, right? Or oxidative stress is cell damage, layman's term, right? But everything does. So the food that we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, right? When you metabolize food, the body creates oxidative stress or cell damage. And then the body has these enzymes that reduce it. So it makes it and reduces it, just a natural process. And it just happens over and over and over again. I mean, even the air we breathe, when we use that air, it creates oxidative stress, and then the body reduces it, okay? Well, here's the problem. The older we get, the body slowly turns off making these enzymes, and the body can't reduce the oxidative stress, okay? So we start to age more rapidly the older we get. Now, there's a bunch of science. You can go to pubmed.gov and just put in oxidative stress there, and you're going to see thousands and thousands and thousands of studies there. And oxidative stress affects every part of our body. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this light on. Sorry. It's getting dark. Okay. So getting back to this again. Oxidative stress affects all parts of our body. So you want to be able to try to reduce that and address that issue, okay? So until LifeVantage, there was no solution to effectively lower oxidative stress, okay? I mean, you've heard of free radicals before. You heard of, those berries and fruits and vitamins that could reduce oxidative stress. Well, I mean, the body produces, a lot of free radicals that causes oxidative stress. And you can try to eat some foods or take some vitamins to, supplements to reduce it. But God, you're going to have to graze all day just to try to manage some of that oxidative stress. And then, you take these, you eat these vegetables and fruits and supplements, and but you can never eat enough, okay? And then it's out of the body and more oxidative stress, okay? So our breakthrough product, our Protandim Nrf2 Synergizer, helps the body to activate that pathway in the cell. And as it activates that pathway, guess what happens? It produces, okay, these antioxidant enzymes that reduce one molecule, reduce up to 1 million of those free radicals, and do it over and over and over and over and over again. That's why, I think the body is so amazing, okay? And all our product does is just to turn on that pathway and turn on the production of those enzymes again. So here's our Protandim. It's made out of 5 natural ingredients that have been around for centuries. Now here's the thing. If there's things that have been around, right, for centuries, herbs, they're not going to give you a patent, but we have a patent on our product. Here's why. Because these ingredients, these 5 ingredients, natural ingredients, by the way, put into a special combination of formulation in a specific ratio. When it's put together, that's when it works. In fact, some of these ingredients separately will actually increase oxidative stress. So again, to me, that's the magic. It's just putting it together, okay? And the body, these 5 ingredients in specific formulation, when you take this Protandim Synergizer, Nrf2 Synergizer, it turns on that pathway and thus turns on those enzymes in the body. And it works with every mammal that takes it, okay? Pretty amazing. You don't have to believe me, there's science, right? Go to PubMed and you can see, put in Protandim, for example, and you'll see different studies, free radical biology and medicine, all these different studies, and these different universities and associations, they're the ones that are doing the research. So, when I first started, there was just a couple of studies, okay? But do you think, for example, Harvard University, Ohio State, the American Heart Association would publish a study that wasn't true, right? So when I saw these studies, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that's credibility, right? I didn't have to be a doctor to understand. I just have to know that it works, okay? And I love, through the years, there's more and more and more and more studies on our products, okay? And we even have patents. Remember I said when you look at a product, you want something that's unique and consumable? Well, when you have patents, that means you can't copy it. So that means if it works with every human that takes it, right? We know it works statistically. And if you want that product, then you got to come to a distributor LifeVantage. To me, that's a home run, right? And so I love these patents. Here's a study that was done, and it says this: potentially Nrf2 activation, right? Potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Oh my gosh, okay? I mean, just think about that for a second. That's what we have, something that is proven to turn on, right? And activate the NRF2 pathway. And that was just the beginning. From there, the company has done a lot of research and have developed a lot of different products that you can add on to that NRF2 activator, right? Besides anti-aging products, we have skincare. Oh my gosh, amazing. I wish I could just reach out to you, put a little squirt on your hand just to feel it, okay? It absorbs immediately into the skin. Amazing, 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 amazing. In fact, get back with the person that invited you to this broadcast and just ask them, hey, let me try that. I think you're gonna love it, okay? And with some amazing results. Again, it just turns on those pathways from the outside in. We have some weight management products. We have hair care. I'm not gonna get deep into that, but wow, pretty amazing. A focus and concentration products, and then other products that help you feel and do more, okay? And again, the person that invited you to this broadcast can give you more information. But just know, right, that it turns on those pathways and helps the body to be its best self. So, level up your bank account with LifeVantage opportunity, okay? So, what do all these companies have in common, right? Well, all of these companies connect people, right? And when they connect people, you get paid, okay? All of these companies, and everyone's looking for a side hustle, right? Trying to make some extra cash. So, side hustle. Here's a side, and with LifeVantage, you're gonna start off maybe as a side hustle, but the more you make, right, then you have options. So what do? Well, we create networks. We create a network of customers and a network of distributors or entrepreneurs that want to build a business and make some money. Okay, so 2 different networks. And you know, we're also going to give you your own website, by the way, and we have an amazing app to help you build your business. And I think it's really the perfect meld, right? I mean, you can work from home, you can work anywhere. I mean, sometimes we're just on a beach working. If you just have internet access and a phone, you can run your business. Social sharing, another big buzzword, right? And again, you can work from anywhere. You don't have to have a lot of inventory that you're gonna stockpiles of product. And again, people can just shop anywhere they want, okay? On top of that, you can build an international business. We're in about 24 countries across the globe, and we'll continue to expand little by little by little. And you know what? I mean, you look at that 24 countries across the globe, but here's the thing. I really think that LifeVantage is a startup business without the startup risk, right? We've been in business now long enough, and we're debt free. We're a publicly traded company, so you can go research that, but we're debt free. And so when I say that we're a startup company without the startup risk, we're debt free, we're making money, and we're growing, okay? But yet we're tiny, 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 tiny. You know, we're just under, you know, $250 million there. So again, tiny. So this is such an amazing timing for you. If you're looking for something to be first at, well, you can be one of the first here because we're still early. And as we expand, we're early in the US, we're early all over the world, but as we expand, you can be early everywhere we go, okay? So how do you get started? Well, there's a couple of options. There's a silver pack, a gold pack, a platinum pack. You kind of pick your pack, and then you get started, right? Well, people ask me, well, which pack would you choose? Here's you know, my advice. Well, let me ask you a question. If you do a business, you want to make a little or a lot, right? If you want to make a lot, I would recommend that platinum pack. Here's why. That silver pack has a few products. The gold pack has more products. The platinum pack has all of our products. In fact, you'll get a duplicate of some of the products there. So you can use the product, try the product, okay? And what a great way to get started. And by the way, $1,250 is the price there. You're going to get just under $2,000 in product, a 34% savings there, right? $641 in savings if you get that platinum pack. The gold pack is a 33% savings, and the silver pack is a 31% savings on the products that you get. Okay, so again, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. You choose the pack that's right for you. You know, I wanted something different, and I just wanted something to change my life. I wanted to, one, build a great financial future for me and my family, and two, I wanted time freedom. So I chose that. Well, when I started, there was no platinum pack, but I purchased the equivalent of that platinum pack at that time. It wasn't called platinum pack, but I chose that pack there. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. Now, how do you start getting? How do you make money? Well, there's a couple of ways, right? We get paid weekly, and we get paid monthly. Okay, Smart Start bonus and a launch bonus is the weekly options, and then or the ways you get paid, and then the royalty generation matching ones and elite pools are the ways that we get paid monthly. So remember I told you we build a network of customers and distributors, right? You want both, okay? You want to build that. How do you know who's interested? Well, you don't. You just kind of ask, and you can invite them to one of these presentations that we're going to have. Again, you know, 30 presentations every night for the next 30 days. You can invite your friends to listen to a presentation like this, okay? And at the end, they can choose for themselves. One is, I'm interested in the business. I want to make some money, and I want to use some products. Two is, I just want to be a customer. That's great. You can get a bunch of customers. And three is, I'm not interested, okay? So we're going to build these networks. And as you build these networks of customers and distributors, let me show you how you can start to that road to profitability. Okay, so let's say you purchased a platinum pack there. You got all the products. You said, I'm in, right? I want to change my life. I want time and financial lifestyle, okay? So you purchase a platinum pack. You get all the products for you to use, okay? So you can experience it, and then you can start to share it. Well, let's say that you tell some people about it, and three people say that they want to join the business, right? And they said, well, what did you do? I said, the platinum pack. They said, okay, I want to do the platinum pack. So let's say three people purchase that platinum pack. Well, we're going to pay $400 per platinum pack there. That's 4, 8, 12, $1,200 basically. Refer three, and you make your money back, right? You see that there? Okay. And that's the first goal. And enroll at least three people on a business pack, okay? At least three. Now, same thing happens with customers. Let's say you have people that listen to the presentation. They say, I just want to look or feel better. Okay, so they buy a product. For example, maybe they buy this Nerf 2. Well, you're going to get paid on this product $16. That's about 40% of the volume on the product there. And we're going to pay you that, okay? And that's the first way. 40% of the volume of the purchase of the first purchase that anyone makes, whether it's a distributor or customer there, okay? And again, remember, enroll three, basically get your money back after that, right? So royalty commission, this is gonna be one of the biggest portions of your commissions here. We're gonna pay you percentage of all the sales on every generation in your business here, okay? As you can see in number one, royalty commission or unilevel commission here, okay? So we're gonna pay you, again, up to 9 levels there. And if you look at that, let's say that you enroll 5 people, okay? You tell 5 people about the business and a bunch of customers as well. But customers don't build your business, right? They may tell a few people, but it's business people that's gonna go build your business. So let's say those 5 distributors, they tell 5 apiece, and you know, so 25 people enroll in your business on that second level. Well, we're going to pay you money, percentage. We're going to pay 5% on that second level, okay? In this example, it's $250 there. And let's say those 25 people, they tell more people. They tell 5 apiece in this example. That's 125 people, distributors in that business there, okay? And to maximize your business, they want to have at least $200 worth of product use and or sales, okay? So that's 9% that we're going to pay you in commissions on the third level. That's another $2,250 in this example here, okay? And you can see how it grows little by little by little by little by little. Okay. Now, the next one is a matching bonus. And what we're going to do is anyone that you enroll into the business as a distributor, a business person, well, whatever they make, they're going to pay you a matching check. Okay. So it's really a business of people helping people. So if you help someone make money, you're going to make a matching check of 10%. So let's say you helped me, you told me about it, I enrolled with you, I started to go to work. Let's say I make $1,000. Well, they're going to pay you 10% of that, or $100. And what if you had 5 people that you enrolled, and those 5 people make $1,000 a piece? Well, you're going to make 100. You're going to make $500 there. Okay. And remember in this example, 5 till 5. So there's 25 people on your second level. Well, whatever they make, you're going to make a matching 5% check per person, the 25 people. And they tell a bunch of people. In this example, it's 125 people on that third level. Well, you get another 5% of each of those 125 people there. 5% on your third, fourth, and fifth levels there. So it's pretty amazing. And this is going to be another big portion of your commission check every month, right? Just help your team, right? Help them be successful, and you're going to get paid to help. And the last is elite bonus pool. What's going to happen here is they're going to take 4% of the global sales in any given month, and they're going to put that into a pool, and they're going to split that amongst the people that qualify. Now, how do you qualify? Well, you want to get to a level called a Pro 7, and all that means is you grew your business to a certain level. Okay. Once you get to that Pro 7, you're going to get a share of that piece. So you want to get there too. So those are the monthly commissions, how we pay you monthly here. What's the possibilities? Let me just show you that. So as you start off again, you start off as a distributor. You buy one of those packs, you start off as a distributor. And then as your business starts to grow, you become a Pro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 there. Let me focus your attention on the third column there. Well, that's the average monthly commissions paid by rank. So if you look at Pro 3s, they make about $581, right? I mean, you're not wealthy, but oh my gosh, how many people do you know that if they made $500 to $600 extra a month part-time? Typically, most people do this part-time, right? $500 to $600 extra a month. Would that really help them? Yes, right? Okay. And then if you look at that, so it's again, people helping people. And it's a work program. You got to work, right? No matter what you do, you got to work hard. But why not get paid for your efforts, okay? Pro 5s make about $3,000 a month, just under that. So just under $36,000 extra a year. Not bad for, most people do this part-time. Pro 7, to me, that's where freedom begins, right? I mean, if you make 12 grand, it's about what, 140-ish thousand extra a year, right? Part-time. And I mean, gosh, that's pretty good part-time income, right? And to me, that's the time that most people will start to have choices, whether they want to put more time into this or not, right? So again, you work hard, right? And we'll pay you for your efforts there. So, can I do this? That's a common question. Well, we have a lot of support. We're going to have, there's a customer and distributor service, global customer and distributor services. We have an app that can help you to train you and to help you to build your business. You're going to get your own website. We do a lot of education, right? We're going to teach you. You don't have to know what to do, right? You just have to have a desire and be teachable. And we're going to train you on how to do this business, right? Skill set, mindset training, leadership training. We even have incentive programs and some fun things. In fact, when you get to the Pro 7 level, we're even going to get to the Pro 7 level, and there's a couple of qualifications there, but generally you get to the Pro 7 level, and you earn a Jeep, right? That's in addition to the compensation plan. You just they're going to go online, pick your Jeep, and it's sent straight to your home. I mean, how many of you would like that, right? When mine showed up, I mean, I'm not a Jeep guy, but oh my gosh, I guess I earned it, right? I helped the company make some money, but I wasn't expecting it. They shipped to my house, okay? It was beautiful, just brand new with LifeVantage. Anyway, we work really hard, but we like to play really hard too, Okay, we have a lot of funds and fun. In fact, we even have incentive trips. In fact, if you get started now, if you see the vision, right? You see the vision of amazing products that are unique and consumable. If you see that business opportunity, that we're ground floor opportunity without the ground floor risk, meaning that we have the capital, right, to grow the business. And we have some training in place, and we have the app and all that thing. If you can see that vision there, and you can see the possibilities of growth of where we're heading to, oh my gosh, okay? You can if you see that and you get involved now, you can even qualify for our next incentive trip. We're going to Cabo San Lucas there. So if this even piques your interest, get back to the person that invited you to this broadcast tonight and tell them and ask them to tell you about how can I qualify to go to Cabo on the company. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Well, we're at the end. Remember I said in the beginning, by the end of this presentation, there's going to be 3 types of interest level. The first is, I see it. I see that picture, right? I want to make some extra money. I want some time, and I want to use some good products. If that's you, get back to the person who invited you right after this call and tell them I'm a 1. Okay, tell them I'm interested in that business. Or, you know what? If you listen to this and you say, you know what, I'm not interested in making more money or building a business, but oh my gosh, those products that are unique and consumable, right? That no one else has out there because of those patents. If you just want to be a customer, tell them I'm a 2. I just want to be a customer, okay? And then 3 is it's not for me, but maybe you might know someone that is looking for a business or looking for products for this. Maybe you can introduce them to the person that invited you as well. So again, 1, 2, or 3, get back to that person that invited you. Just tell them, you know, what's your interest level? And again, you know, it could be me that, hey, 1, I'm interested in that business, right? And that product, and I'm ready to get started. Or it could mean, you know what? I'm interested, but I need a little bit more information, and they can give you more information so you can do your homework, because you're really looking at a multi-million-dollar business here, okay? Multi-million-dollar business with a small investment there, right? Small investment in products that you purchase and the right to do this with LifeVantage. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I looked and I was open-minded, and I saw that vision, because it's totally changed my life, okay? It takes a lot of work, but you got to work hard anyway. Why not work for you and your family and your friends? Okay, so get back with the person that invited you. I appreciate you being here. And you know what? If this interests you, okay, if it interests you, can you drop a 3 down in the chat box below? Just drop a 3 if this is interesting to you. Okay. In fact, can you just tell us what you like, what interests you about what you just heard and saw? Okay. Now, if you're interested, but you wanted a little more research, we're going to have another webinar. Again, same time, same place. Jump on tomorrow, and the amazing Maria Williams will be there. You got to see this lady. Oh my gosh, she has energy. Okay, and she knows how to build a large international business. You want to get on with her tomorrow. Appreciate you being here. With that, have a fantastic night. Aloha. Get back to the person that invited you. Tell them whether you're 1, 2, or 3. Bye. Have a great day.